Wow. Okay, so this is not common for me. Typically, I will cover Lands Madness in tournaments, but it was in the ranked pool recently, and this was submitted in game submissions, and it was submitted to me from game submissions by a game reviewer. So I'm excited to see it. We've got two good civilizations on this map. We've got Shivo playing as the Lithuanians in the blue. Sorry, blue, if I mispronounce your name. On the Combi clan, though, so maybe a solid player. There's like a lot of Combi or Combi players. I think it's mainly a Mexican clan. But if you've got that tag, you're somebody, that's for sure. Apparently he's 1,500, all right. And then Trashmaster, I don't know anything about Trashmaster, really. But maybe it's just what he does for his day job. And he's playing as the Hindustanis. Map normally is a scout play map. And at this elo, I would expect that. I think I would prefer the Lithuanians because of the faster spearmen. And if there's going to be scouts out there, having faster spearmen is really nice. Also, as great as the Hindustanis can be with their camels, which is obviously an awesome option against the Lithuanian knights and any scouts that might be out there, still, the spearmen could actually be the biggest talking point. So, I mean, it's a slight difference. A lot of this matters and comes down to gameplay, but that's just kind of where my brain takes me here at the start. How can we get the combi tag? Dude, I have no clue. Honestly, I think there's probably a bunch of different players on it. I don't think it's like an exclusive club necessarily. But much like, back in the day, I don't know if it happens as much these days. Like a lot of the Argentinian guys would have like the ARG tag. I think now many of them have like the dark side tag. I'm sure if you are able to talk to some people from these communities, maybe there'll even be a comment on the YouTube video whenever. You could maybe get into the clan. The clan. By the way, I never get invited to really any teams. So if anyone has, like, I don't even care what the team is. It could be called the Stupid People Clan. There is a tab in the game, and it does have invites. I think it'd be really interesting to make a video where I weigh the pros and cons of these certain teams. So if you have a team, just send me an invite if you can find the correct T90 official on Steam. Find it, and then one of these days, if I've got a lot of invites in there, I'll maybe make a video about it. Now, it could be for content, or it could be that I don't feel loved. I don't know. One or the other. I'm working through some stuff. So, I'm not going to ever make a video on this guy again, actually, because, unfortunately, from what I've heard and seen, he's taking his personality a little too far at times against certain players. But do you guys know that video I made? His name is You Got Douched. And he would always TC drop people. So, I forget if I talked about it in the videos or not. Anyways, really good player with his strategy. Like, got to like 1,600 elo with the TC drops. And he would wall people in and do all types of crazy stuff. But after he beats people, he goes to recent players and the tab, like the in-game tab for messaging, and it'll always show his opponent. And he invites them to the Douched clan. So he beats you, and then he invites you to the clan. Obviously, you're not going to join it, but I feel like, I mean, on some level, I appreciate that because that's so ridiculous, and it's like, it's so petty and stupid. But on the other hand, I'm like, bro, come on, you know? It was you, Roach. Yeah, I knew one of my mods had mentioned that they faced him recently. Oh, man, Red with a classic mistake. He pushed in so much food underneath the TC, got the 500 food, and then forgot the second Dark Age building, and now has to delay feudal for the mill. All right. But yeah, I assume we're going to see scouts here. Something that's really common at the 1,600 elo is that players are just really greedy. They don't really like to scout their opponent much. To be fair, though, I would say this is a map where you expect one thing and one thing only in most cases, so I'm not going to be that critical of the scouting. I think I say the same when we're talking about higher level as well. Whoa, 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 wait a second. Whoa, so blue's going to try and go forward. So we actually saw this earlier in the day, also at 1,600. And so maybe red will be punished for not scouting properly. So this is going to be Spearman, Skirm, Flood, and blue is very late to finding red, but now knows that red is around here. So we're going to see Spearman, and we're going to see Skirmishers, and red's not going to know a thing. Red's just assuming an awful lot here. Red's going to pre-wall here because it could be scouts. Good job. And also pre-walling is just a really good thing to do if you haven't scouted your opponent. Just a good habit to get into. It was just going to be houses there. Reminder on this map, you cannot wall on this stone terrain. So it makes it very difficult to full wall, which is why you tend to see so much army. And we have militia from blue? What? I mean, he made a spearman first, so I don't think that's actually a misclick. He was going to make militia. They do have one more attack than a spearman, and here he comes, and now red's like, what? Militia? And actually, this might freak red out, because red might think it's going to be men-at-arms. Blue just wants numbers of units, right? Now, suddenly, you all want food, and you've got to deal with, you know, some pressure here on your berries, and good hits there from red. What's red scout doing at the moment? Yep, that's pretty much what I thought. This is what the strategy does for you, right? Oh, we're going to see a tower there. Oh, that's so good. But it's good because you've scouted what your opponent's doing, right? You've denied the berries. You're now trying to deny the wood. And that's the only wood line right now for Trashmaster. Also, can anyone see the irony in Trashmaster being attacked by Trash? That, to me, is hilarious. Nice job from Trashmaster there to kill the scout. The militia, technically speaking, aren't trash units, but still, that's funny to me. Now, one of the best things that you can do against this strategy is go for an immediate counterattack. However, red is so stressed out at the moment, red can't really produce much. Like, red doesn't have the scouts, and that's what hurts here when you get hit on the berries like that. It's one of the best areas you can hit a scout rush player. Also, there's a weak villager in there. He's a real boss. He hasn't died yet. And that's just due to the lack of micro right here from blue. And I don't think blue even realized that. Red does. And now we have more spearmen, more skirmishers. This is a good strat, man. This is a really good strategy. It's not easy to deal with. And sure, you can fight off everything with villagers, but the tower was such an important aspect of this, too. Okay, blue hasn't created a villager for 2.5 minutes. So blue is behind by 3 vills, but red doesn't know that. And earlier in the day when I saw this strategy, I said the key is just having everything in the same spot. And just snowballing it all. Higher level, this game is over because the micro would be good enough where the villagers all get picked off one by one. Let's see what blue can handle here. Oh, man. I mean, the trash unit's auto-attack, right? That's all you need. Another villager goes down. So that's 4 villager kills. It's going to be another villager goes down. Now the vill count's finally even. Not to mention the idle time. Red doesn't know what to do here. This is epic, man. More people need to do this strategy, I'm telling you. Especially because 95% of the player base doesn't scout perfectly every game. And that's where the strategy can really make a difference. The militia were actually a really good addition from blue. That one extra attack has really helped out here. More villagers going down. 8 villagers killed from this rush. Red trying as well with the militia. Can't really afford too many of them. Does have some farming eco. Does have the berries again. But holy, man. T90, what's worse? Not making vills or having vill lead, but 39 idols. Definitely having both. Both. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you think red is enjoying this game right now? If you guys had to guess. I would say... Oh, it was a 9 out of 10. But I'd say 0 out of 10. Now that the wood line's even being walled in. Oh. Also, red starting scout is just chilling. Not that he can do anything right now, but like that's the whole trend I'm noticing. with red. Didn't really get a good counter in. Now, blue has already won this game. Should win this game. I'm assuming a lot of things. The key for blue right now is to just go Castle Age off on the back of this. Starting Scout will probably be killed. Red is focused on this at the moment. Another thing you can do if you're in blue's position is go to gold and start to mix in some archers. Archers are going to kill villagers a whole lot faster. I mean, half of red's economy are warriors right now. They're not even villagers. Lady... Oh, she dies! But yeah, I mean, a couple villagers on golds here if you're blue, and even just 2 or 3 archers in the mix, and red would be completely dead. Red's not finished yet. Red's gonna fight this back. Red is super motivated right now. Still trying to make more militia. The annoying thing is, everything's so quick for the Lithuanians. Their spears and their skirms are so speedy, man. Trash Master's gonna be Tilt Master. That's true. A great strat, man. I wonder if this is becoming more common. Yeah, go ahead, blue. Just wall in the gold on the map where there's gold literally everywhere. It's probably not the map to do that, but it is a good strat. 20 to 13 KD. Red doesn't know where to go. Red is going to get wood over there. Red also has come back to the lumber camp now to see it's walled in. They send the rest of Vills to the golds. Oh my god, blue! Oh, blue's dedication to the strat is so sick. Oh god. Okay, some random turkeys are over there. Also random scout. There is a chance with how blue plays that blue wouldn't notice that, but nope. Okay. Blue notices. I just want blue to wall in like every little bit of resource around here. I still don't see any way red comes back. It just doesn't seem possible. Worker efficiency for red's at 44% the last minute. 58% for the whole game, which is really bad when you've had like farmers. Normally they're going to be viewed as pretty efficient. There's a blacksmith now at home from blue. Is going to get wheelbarrow, and I think when blue makes it or finishes wheelbarrow, the economy is going to be awesome. Red isn't that far behind with villagers. Blue doesn't know about this gold either. This is obviously the most important thing right now. The fact that blue thinks that red has everything inside the TC. Blue doesn't know that there's villagers here and doesn't know that there's villagers here. And the thing that could save red is the fact that there is ways to get away from this. Now red's going to run. And blue should see the mining camp and react. And red's leave. Is red going to win this game? Does red have a chance? I feel like there's a chance. I don't want to get my hopes up, though. I don't want to get everyone else's hopes up. Red is running away. Going to the corners of the map. The ends of the earth. Okay. Would need the Castle Age, obviously, right? And there is a unit that the Hindustanis can make, the Gulam, that's really good against trash units. Like, look, blue's like, oh, okay. He was on this gold before. All right, we'll wall that in. We don't want him to take that. Now, the number 1 unit blue needs to go for in the next stage is Knights. And I think blue's thinking about that because we're seeing Cav armor come in. Blue's still looking all around. Blue's going to see that, Vil. Okay, this is really smart from blue. To send 1 skirm to scout, that's really good thinking. You could bring most of the army over here. I guess you just let that villager live. Red's still close to clicking up. Red's going to go for that gold. And red clicks up to castle. Blue has 2 minutes to end the game with knights. But the knights have to know where to go. And blue... This is so funny. Blue doesn't know that the villagers left. And red is actually running back to his TC. No way. Oh, okay. This whole game comes down to a few things. But the biggest thing here is just, does blue find these vills? Because red's got a chance. Hindustani camels are no joke. They could defend against knights. Blue's going to wall in another gold. Now, look how many gold. I guess you can't really see it. There's golds everywhere. Like, blue's going to spend the whole game trying to wall these things in. Is blue going to wall in this one, too? Blue, you forgot one here. Okay. All right, tons of knights on the way. Also, Lithuanians could get +1 attack on their knights if they get the relics. But, like, remember, blue's not, like, a long-term player. Blue's a kill-fast kind of player. That's important here. So if red survives somehow, there's a chance. But, I mean, logically, blue's going to at least go to the farms here. Red's not going to be able to drop a castle. Red won't have enough camels. I still think that red's in big trouble. We do actually have a scout here, though. This scout's angry because a lot of his friends have died. And so he's here to show him who's boss. And blue reacts. And red says, well, I can see why my friends died, so we're going to leave now, too. Random skirmishers being attacked by a tiger. But now 2 knights are running into red's woodline. This should end the game. And I don't think it's fair to be critical of red. I don't think it's fair for red. Like, I don't think we should necessarily say that red should have done this, but also at the same time, red, like, blue's been hunting you down. So it does feel like a couple walls would have been helpful, but I guess walls don't defend from all this army. And this should end the game. Those knights are going to kill all the villagers. They've finally been found. The camels from red are going to make it over there. And the game ends. Red may have called the GG after the recorded game. May not have called the GG. I'm not so sure, but wow. So we have seen this. I think I'm actually going to upload this to YouTube in reverse order because the first time I saw this today was at a similar elo, and we saw how you can defend from it. But in this game, we had a very similar thing. The person against it, lack of scouting, didn't know what was coming. And then the pressure came in so quick and so hot and so heavy that, you know, red just fell behind really early. And blue did a really good job controlling the game in feudal, completely overwhelmed his opponent, killed enough villagers, and then just took it to Castle Age to finish the guy off. It's like feudal age is the setup, and then the finishing blow comes in Castle Age. Very strong strategy from blue. Didn't, you know, do the best of jobs creating villagers at home, but just had so many skirmishers and spearmen. Becomes very difficult to know what to do. Now, if you know that that's happening, there's some keys, and I might make more content in the future on what you can do against it. But again, I think like the main thing is YouTube. If you end up seeing this game, there's going to be another game that comes up in a couple days, and you're going to see slightly different approach from that defender, and pretty much similar all-in style from the attacker. I think that was like a 1600 elo or something. Anyways, I had a really fun time. Now, here's the thing about Lithuanians, guys. This is dangerous because the one thing that people expect from Lithuanians is the scout rush. And now, you can't just boldly assume that they're going to go scout rush if this gets out. I feel like word is getting out now. More and more people are doing this. This strategy has existed for a long time. But now I'm showing it to more people. So you have more reason to go to, first off, learn man-at-arms, probably, if you're mid-elo. Because that's one of the best ways to stop it. But also, more reason to fear the Lithuanians and obviously to scout the map. You can put an end to these games pretty quick. Anyways, GG. Well played from blue. Very good execution and very good execution from blue. Blue took every aspect of that game very seriously. From the scouting to the pressure to walling in the resources. You like to see it.